Welcome to the Abolitionist Round Table with your hosts Del, Phil, and Janice. Come on in and take a seat. You're invited to join the round table. Call 734-822-1600 to get into the conversation. And now, your hosts, Del Marsh, Phil Stargell, and Janice Daniels.
And you're live on the Abolitionist Round Table, America's fastest growing radio station right now in Southeast Michigan. Yes, the Abolitionist Round Table is on the air, and I'm in the studio with the crazies. With the crazies. Remember, the president called the people that's against the Iran deal the crazies. Well, I'm in the studio with the crazies. Of course, we have Mr. Phil Stargell. Everyone know Mr. Phil Stargell. And on the other side, in the corner, she has on her boxing gloves. She's ready for a fight against liberalism, fighting for the Constitution. I have Mayor Janice Daniels. And good morning, Mayor. Good morning, Phil Stargell.
Good morning.
Good morning. Today is a great day, folks, to fight for our Constitution. And we know that it was a lot of things that happened this week. I just want to point out before we get into our agenda that I want to thank all those that has already given support for our 4th annual Back to School Book Bag Drive. Phil went over there, over to the school, a nice charter school that just started a few years ago. We were right there in the when they broke when the school started their program. And so we've been a supporter for since the inception that this school started, but we're still going to be accepting whatever financial gifts that you like to give up until today. And so go to our website at artofmichigan.com. Again, artofmichigan.com. This is a great way for us to get into schools by having favor with the teachers and principals. Matter of fact, Phil personally met with the principal over there. There was a new principal. The other principal, he was able to already within a couple of years, he was able to bring the school to a great level of opportunity for the teachers and the staff and the students. So he had an opportunity to move on to another school, to another charter school that they're working on. And so they had a new principal that started, and Phil had a chance to meet her. So go to our website again, artofmichigan.com. We need your support. Anything that you can do. A couple of things. This is one way that the Abolitionist Round Table raise capital for the show so that we can do things. And second, it's a way also for the show to go out and show support in the community, because a lot of times they say, well, you're all about talk. You show me what you have, some of the things that you've done for people in the community, and we can say that we've done it. Since the beginning that this show started. So go to artofmichigan.com. Second thing, before we get to to the main topic of the show, the top story, the mayor did of course, I'm just going to report from, this is from Dr. Monica's website, Citizens for a Pro-Life Society. She reported, wow, that more than 290 pickets of Planned Parenthood last Saturday all around the nation, not
and
just here.
Worldwide, too.
Was it worldwide?
Yeah, international too.
Well, here she just pointed out that that it was more than 290 here in the United States. Yeah. But from what Phil said, that we found out that there were also these pickets, these protests, 10 or 12 of them that went outside the borders of the United States. Yeah. And it's interesting that that the people on the left, all we're doing is they just pointing out that videos have come out that Planned Parenthood, of course, we know that they're not just about women's health. They've sold people that Planned Parenthood is about women's health. Well, we found out something different, that Planned Parenthood had live babies and were cutting their parts and selling baby parts. Wait a minute. I thought liberals, I thought this was a blob. We found out that these were body parts. Matter of fact, it was a demonstration done by one of the nurses or in one of the facilities. They would push the baby's heart and found out it was a heartbeat there. Before they split the baby's head in half and sold off these body parts. They were preserved. Matter of fact, what the manipulation is that they have to have a woman sign off saying that they're going to harvest the blob parts. I mean, body parts. They call them a blob. So this is how the kind of stupidity that we have. That they said that they're telling people that they're not, it's really a blob, but we found out that these are live babies. And I want to go to the mayor who was, that led one of the demonstrations and give us a first-hand account of some of the things that you saw, Mayor. Good morning.
Well, Del, good morning. It was a wonderful turnout. I belong to the Michigan Conservative Union, and we decided that we should stand for an issue that represents the kind of God-based, Judeo-Christian, principle-based activities that we support. We're a limited government. We're a political organization, but we looked at this issue and said, you know what? We need to support this issue. We need to make an outward stand for a very important issue that we have known all along, Del, you and I, and Phil, we've known all along it's a baby. But we haven't done much to support that. And you know what is real troublesome is our laws have been written that don't support that is a baby, and that it is the mother who should be making the choice about what happens to that fetal material, as they say it. But we had over 450. In fact, because of people coming and going, there's been some estimates that maybe 1,000 people were there at one point or another during that 2-hour protest. I'm telling you, it was so fascinating and wonderful to see so many good Christian people lining the streets in front of that abortion baby killing clinic, and we can't let this momentum go away. We have to use this momentum to continue our efforts to make laws that are consistent with godly principles, because that's what human law is supposed to be. It's supposed to be consistent with divine law. It's supposed to be consistent with universal law.
And
Judeo-Christian.
Absolutely.
You know, this is sad that liberals always, or progressives, let us know that they are really for the little guy. They're for life. They're for. Now we know that this is the party of death, but they always so concerned about people. Matter of fact, they will fight for a guy that's on death row from having a death penalty, but our most precious, that never committed a crime, are innocent, that never stole anything, that has innocence in them, and we watch before our eyes that the most precious among our citizens are victims,
a victim of the most efficient death machine ever. On the face of this earth. I mean,
alive
more
to
efficient.
It. They are alive, and this is what they do to our most precious.
And they lie about it. They tell you, they tell me that only 97% of their activities in these abortion mills is for women's health. And no, it's more like 95% of all of their activity is based on abortion. And this is where I think that the emphasis should be put down that we have got to get the people aware that the lies of this organization has permeated the news media, has permeated the political apparatus in this country, and the only thing that comes out of it is lies. Because we are down every year, we're down in front of Cobo Hall. And those people, in 99% of those times that we've been down there, it has been full of people from the Black Caucus, from the NAACP, in all of these organizations, and they fully support this organization. And they only thing that they can say about this is that somebody misrepresented the photographs or the video interpretation. They're saying that, well, they misled the people by showing this. No, they did not mislead anybody. What they did was they showed exactly what's going on, and the Planned Parenthood can no longer tell people that they are 97% of their activities is women's health.
Yeah.
Well, I would like to see, the laws. Let's take a look at the laws. Michigan compiled law 333.2836. That's 333.2836 says that this section does not require a physician to discuss the final disposition of the fetal remains with the mother before performing the abortion. That is not consistent with godly law, and our legislators are serving the wrong master if they allow this kind of statement to be upheld as the law, when in fact the mother should be told exactly what the options are with that child that she has made the decision to not allow to have life.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I found that it's really more than just about abortion. It is about killing our most precious, our most innocent, but also
and making a profit.
And making a profit.
And now we find out making a profit. Yeah.
This is about because we find that it's over 60. It's been 60 million Americans that could have paid taxes, Social Security, bought cars, houses, so on and so forth, paid into Social Security, Medicaid. But it's starting to affect our neighborhoods. And I'm just going to report some from this. This is from the Southfield Sun. Southfield had a book bag drive, and they announced that they're going to have to merge two of their schools together. And I quote, and it says that people are not having babies like they used to. Well, people are still having babies like they used to. But they're being aborted.
That's right.